The holidays are fast approaching. It is a time when many of us will get together with family and friends and celebrate the festive season. But for many Canadians, celebrations will look a bit different, especially those going through the cancer experience. Joining us this morning is Cindy Goguen to share her story with us. Cindy, thank you so much for joining us here on TMS.
Thank you very much for having me.
It is our pleasure, Cindy. Now, we're going to begin in the beginning for you, and you were diagnosed with breast cancer 2 years ago. Tell us how that all started.
Well, in February of 2021, I found a lump, contacted my doctor, and we went and checked it out. She thought it was a cyst at the beginning, but we still went and got a mammogram and a biopsy done. When I got the phone call, and she told me I had breast cancer, I already think I knew that it was. And I told her that. I said, I think I knew I had breast cancer. My body had kind of already changed, it had different symptoms, and it was just acting different. And when she let me know, she was saying about the treatments and everything, and I stated that I wasn't going to do any treatments. The fact is that my mother had passed away 5 years prior from cancer, and she struggled for 5 years and suffered. And then my mother-in-law, right after that, had done the same, and she passed away. And as hard as it is on the cancer patients, it's just as hard on the family to watch them. And I didn't want to do that. My doctor convinced me to come in with my family and talk about different treatments and different stuff. And after I talked with my family physician, Dr. Mercer, and then we talked with my surgeon, Dr. Kelly, they gave me everything that I needed to know. They gave me knowledge, and that knowledge was everything. It gave me power back, and I decided to go through with the treatments. So I had my surgery, and then I had my chemo, and I did 5 rounds of that instead of 6. And then I had my radiation.
Cindy, can you tell us a bit about the Canadian Cancer Society Lodge, just how important that was during this time for you and how it changed things for you?
Absolutely. So when I finished my chemo, I was going to go back to work and stop my treatments as the sick time had stopped and we weren't getting any monies in from that. So I talked to my boss and my coworkers, and with their support and an outside source, I was able to continue my treatments. So I contacted the care coordinator, the cancer care coordinator, and she set me up with a lodge that gives. Now, my first day that I went to a hotel, and it wasn't, it's not the hotel, it just wasn't a great feeling. So the next day I went to the lodge that gives, and it is absolutely amazing. When you walk in, you feel like you're at home. And the struggle with cancer, everybody that's been through it or the family members that have been through it knows that it's a struggle all the time, and a fear and just the unknown. And when you walk in there, you don't feel alone anymore. So when you're away from your family, it's already hard. And then away from the family at holidays, and everyone knows holidays is hard as it is in its own right. And then you have cancer on top of it. So with that, when you walk in, you just had this sense of just this peace, this home feeling. Everything about them, they have the kindest people that work there, and you get to be with patients, and the patients are all going through all different sorts of cancer. They're all going through the same thing. You can reach out to them, you can talk with them, you can just be yourself. It doesn't have to be about cancer, it can just be about everyday life. And you're so close to the hospital, you can walk there. You get to focus on your own health, in your own treatments, being there. They just give you everything you can imagine. It's just so hard to explain them. I just want to thank you guys so very much, and all the cancer people that are affected with this, everybody that donates. Without all of that, I wouldn't have my story today. So I want to say thank you very much.
All right. Well, thank you again, Cindy. A real pleasure to have you with us this morning. And we want to remind TMS viewers that cancer does not take a holiday. The impact is certainly felt. Treatments still continue on, and you can make a difference this holiday season through a donation at the URL you see at the bottom of your screen, cancer.ca/holiday.